We got so much work to do. Tomorrow's practice is going to be, I need to do some stuff with the two bigs in because I like that group. I think they're bought in, both of them. Got to get Malik to play harder. Got to get Nick to recognize the spacing that he's got to have, where he's got to be standing. We got to have 3 or 4 things we do with those two in there together. You saw we did both running up and screening. Well, you got to do a few other things. You can't just run one thing. Carter, 10 rebounds. Like, that's who he should be. Yes, he made shots, but he rebounded the ball for us. Still, we're not cutting enough to create space. We're not passing just to pass. Everybody that catches it thinks he's got to make a bounce or a play. Just pass it. It's my turn. Can't play that. Can't play my turn basketball. But really happy for Isaiah. Again, like he fouled that three-point shooter. And let me tell you why I didn't get upset. He raced in down the other end offensive rebound. I mean, he did exactly what I wanted him to do. And when he turned and started running back, he's not veteran enough to tell the guy in front of him, take mine. He doesn't know it yet. So what did he do? Ran right down the middle of the court, and then what? And then ran out to the corner to go get his guy and ran him over. I mean, and I'm like, look, he did what I wanted him to do. I still say he's shooting too many threes. What do you think he looks like when he goes at the rim? How about when he gets to the foul line? So get fouled. You're not getting fouled shooting threes. When we do our shooting drill, 10 guys do the shooting. In 5 minutes, we have guys making anywhere from 70, most of them between 70 and 55. He makes 40. Why are you shooting threes? Drive the ball. But a lot of stuff. I was mad at some of our turnovers. And then you look, we had 8. And I'm mad at 3. You shouldn't have any turnover. Yes, you should. So, I told him after. Some of you guys, I have a vision of what you could be, and that's what I'm coaching you to. And I apologize if I'm asking too much for you. But I know this, if I can get you to play the way I'm trying to get you to play individually, your life is going to change. I got some guys that try to shoot too many balls, would you say? But they're fearless, and they could run for president because they have an outworldly ego. And I don't want to take that away. So I got to juggle balls as we go and continue to coach them. You can't shoot bad shots because you're shooting too many already. I told them after the game in front of their teammates. That's when these guys got to do it. But I like my team. Go ahead.
Coach, you said at the SEC media days that if you don't have an interior scoring, you could be a fraud. Tonight, Nick and Malik combined for 19 points, one of their better games together. Do you still, how much is that a focus for you? You need more from those two in scoring.
I told him after the game, one of the reasons I want to play them both, I think you get a chance to get them near the basket where we can get some stuff. The other thing is this team switched 1 through 5. They switched it. So my guy would have a guard on him. And again, we had one day to prepare. They didn't know. They stood in a lane, and now we're trying to throw passes that you can't complete. I don't care that we're throwing the ball away from it. So now they got to learn either they're posting up really high with the guard so we can throw it over the top and they can dunk it, or you get that guy on your back somehow. But yeah, well, we got to have a few things that we're doing to post the ball. Both Malik, what I loved about Nick, he made free throws. He can make free throws. How about him in the 5-minute shooting? He makes like 70. 70. And I'm saying in the game, you got to shoot some jumpers in. You're not going to shoot a 3, but they're elbow jumpers, different shoot it. I'm not telling you not to. So But you're right.
And the game really kind of got away from them when Darius went on that run in the second half. I mean, is that just something that, like, for him, that's the final step for him right now? If he makes those outside shots, he's kind of unguardable, it almost feels like.
I want him to try to average 10 assists a game. If he gets 10, he's going to score just playing basketball. But he's trying to get 10 assists a game. What will that do for him as a lead guard? Now they're saying this guy creates for his teammates. He can score it. He works hard on defense. But if they think you're trying to score too much, you're not really a lead guard. You're a scoring guard. He could do both, but he's got to focus more on those assists. 10 assists a game. Come on. You think about it, some of these games we played, if he had 5 more assists, you know, and again, I'm pleased with so many things because he and Malik have both taken unbelievable strides. So they've gotten to here. But boy, I'm telling you, it's been great. They got to here. How do we build on this, and what do? They listen. They both do.
Yeah, you mentioned Carter a little bit. Obviously, the double-double tonight. Just how big is it for you guys and for him to have a performance like this after the Michigan State performance?
Yeah, he was. I still think he's pressing too much. Just don't worry about it. Just play basketball. It's not 8th grade, so you're not being judged by points. You're being judged by, can you play basketball? Do you have a feel for this? Are you tough? Will you go rebound? All those things. He can do all those. Just lock in. And you know what? They're really hard to do, but it takes no skill. So do those, great. And then the other stuff will happen for him because he'll be confident. And that's what happened today. I was starting him even if TB played. I was going to start him. And I told Billy, I'm going to start him tomorrow. I need to get him going. He needs to be better than he's playing.
And you mentioned TB there. Do you expect to have him back for Friday, or where are you kind of?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
And then that's back-to-back games that you guys have held your opponent to under 10% shooting from the three-point line. Is it anything you guys are doing defensively that's causing them issues on the perimeter, or is it just kind of what?
Well, we gave up. You saw in the first half we gave up a bunch, and that's why the game was close. But we're getting better at saying we're guarding threes. Now, we wanted to hold them to 23s attempted. They got 40. We wanted to hold them to under 6 or 7 in 20 attempts. They made 6, 5, whatever, in 40. So, no, look, there's a lot of good. I'm not trying to get us to play perfect, but the biggest thing is they just play the game and make easy plays right now. Play the game and pass just to pass. Pass the ball, and I'll ask you guys because I know you really know basketball. You pass the ball. Why do you cut real hard when you pass to a teammate?
So you can get it back.
That's why most of these guys cut. How about this? You get your man away from guarding them. So you pass it and just go. Now the guy can play basketball. If you stand there, your man is in that gap standing there. Now, I used to do that because I knew he'd have to do what? Throw it back to me. I also, on guys breaking deep when I played, I threw like a slow bouncer. So the defense caught up, and then ball. They had to give it back to me. I got all the tricks. I had them.
I think 5 to 6 minutes in, you pulled Malik and Darius aside on a free throw. Do you remember what you said to him?
I don't remember the situation. When was it?
I think it was like a free throw 5 to 6 minutes in, and they walked over to you.
5 or 6 minutes left in the game?
Into the game, to start the game.
Into the game?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I guess how would you just assess how they played?
No, I thought they're growing. At Michigan State, they played like freshmen. I'm going to shoot it again, and I'm going to shoot it again. And, dude, we're trying to win, not to get points. We're winning. Driving into 3 guys and losing balls on breakaways when we could have sprayed it, maybe made a shot or 2. All that's late game. How are you playing to get a good shot? You ready? Not a shot that's going to go in 2 out of 10 times. A shot you can make or you get fouled. They don't get it yet. They're just playing like it's a pick, bang. Yeah, but that's a 2 and 10. We're losing 80% of the time. We want to play winning basketball those last 3 or 4 minutes, which is what I got to start doing. When you get a new team and new player, you're trying to do the basic stuff first. And yeah, we're going over situations. We're doing some stuff on out of bounds, and we're doing press attacks. But to finish off a game with 4 minutes to go, we're still learning. And part of the reason you got to learn, because every team is different, and what works for last year's team may not work for this year's team. You may need to do something different. So we're still trying to figure them out too.
You got 5 different guys with 6 rebounds, I guess, including 3 of the guards. How important is it to maybe complement the interior presence we talked about with rebounding from the guards as well?
Our guards, if you're playing teams that are shooting threes, what kind of rebounds are you going to have? Long rebounds. And these guys tracked them down. We didn't do that our last game. Go.
You mentioned the ego. How much is that something that you prefer, and how much is that
I want
something
them
that
to
you want to
be
manipulate?
fearless, and I want them to have the ego of the President of the United States, and I'm not talking this one, everyone. An outer worldly ego, yes, but not one that you're delusional. No. But you can come up with answers and you can do it and you're not afraid and you'll take a stab. I want them to be fearless that way. But they also got to respect their teammates. And their fearlessness the other guys will feed off that and they'll start playing that way. If anybody on your team is playing either fearful or tentative, then your whole team seems to play that way. But the other side I'm saying is you got to know I got to respect my team and I got to do stuff. The best play Malik Thomas made, what was it? He had the layup and he tossed it to DJ and let DJ shoot it. You imagine? Those are 2 points. He gave them to him. That's what you want to see. And I called him over. That may have been what I said to him. I said, do you know how big? And I told the team at halftime. Can you imagine that that's what you want to be as a team? So, all right, guys, I got to get out of here.